welcome to TV5's broadcast of the opening game of the 2000 football season, where tonight the visiting Liberty Center Tigers take on the Tinora Rams. My name's Tom Fry, and I'm standing in for Spike Whitman, who's on a softball trip to Sterling Heights, Michigan. Along with me is Spike's longtime partner, Jim Letterman, the man on the camera, the captain, Mark Bly. Jim, this game was supposed to be played last night, but the weather played a few tricks on us, and we're rescheduled for tonight, Saturday night.
Oh yeah, Tom. Everybody was assembled here, but they never took the field last night. The storms kept rolling through, and it just did not look like it was going to happen. There's some teams, some games across the area that got them started, couldn't finish them, so forth. But no, they called this game, and it's a beautiful night for football. The field's in wonderful shape. What rains have kind of come through over the last week or two, this being the first game, it's just absolutely a wonderful night for football. So the fans are going to be treated accordingly, and we have a wonderful vantage point from atop the Tinora press box here. So we look forward to a great night of football. Both these teams have had plenty of time to get psyched up for each other, then, as it were.
Jim, we talked earlier tonight, when we first got here, that that was a pretty good decision last night, canceling or delaying the game till tonight, because the weather was pretty ominous. It was nasty out here last night.
Well, yeah, and then speak of the regulations are such that if they see a lightning strike, they're supposed to give it a half hour to kind of calm down, and then the teams need 40 minutes to warm up. So you start penciling in all that kind of thing, and it just is almost impossible if those storm cells are moving through, and that's what was going on last night.
Yeah, I talked to the athletic director, and he really didn't want to cancel it, but I don't think he had any choice. So, well, Jim, tonight Liberty Center is bringing in here a team that's led by 7 seniors. That's not a whole lot, but they all play. I think they're all pretty good players, and they contribute a lot to this team.
Yeah, the coach said on the radio that these seniors maybe hadn't played a lot before, you know, as we're coming up to this season, but they are taking their leadership role to heart and providing some inspiration to the rest of the team. But the Tigers will be looking at the underclassmen to mature in a hurry. On that same line, they're going to face a freshman quarterback from Tinora. Well, I think the freshman quarterback, I don't care how good an athlete he is, time to get him is when he's fresh.
Yeah.
And you couldn't be any fresher than taking your first varsity snap tonight. So we'll hope the Tigers can give him something to worry about here.
Yeah. Jim, this is the 16th year that Liberty Center and Tinora have matched up. I think Liberty holds a 13-2 advantage in a series. They've pretty well owned this series, but I think tonight, after listening to the prognosticators and everybody else, they consider this going to be a real good game tonight.
Well, likely it will be, and Tinora always wants us bad. I mean, every year they just gear for us, and they'll talk about it in the off season. You see them at the fair or whatever. They want to start out by beating Liberty Center. It's a great matchup. It pits the NWOAL longtime powerhouse Tigers against the Tinora Rams, who have had plenty to say in what happens in this Green Meadows Conference, Tom. So it's a great game, and boy, there's been some battles over the years, but the Tigers pretty well got them in their pocket.
Last year, I think Tinora was the co-champions of the Green Meadows Conference, and usually the records show it that Liberty winning those 13 times, and Tinora usually goes on to win 7, 8, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and contributes greatly to Liberty Center's playoff picture.
Exactly. Each team, you know, computer points is a big part of the playoff issue nowadays, and man, it's just sort of worked out that, yeah, if you can get that first one under your belt, that's a lot of points, and then both these teams will pull in points going down the road. But yeah, finishing 8-2 and making the playoffs, that was a big issue for the Tinora Rams, and that helped our Tigers get in, as you say.
Well, the coin flip was won by the Liberty Center Tigers, and I think, as usual, they deferred. Tinora will be receiving, I guess that would be the east end of the field, and kicking off for Liberty be number 8, the senior Chad McClory. So we're just about ready to get going here, Jim.
Yeah, I think perhaps that might be a good choice. The receiver for the Rams is going to look up into the sun, into the sky. There's a bright sun up there. that's going to make it just a little tough. And then we get to see that freshman quarterback right from the get-go.
Yeah.
So
also, Jim, up here high, we're feeling the wind. You might be hearing it on our broadcast, but it is a little windy up here too tonight. So he will be throwing into the wind and looking into the sun. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here. Deep for Tinora. Blake 4, sophomore. And Leiden Beneke, I think, is deep about the 5-yard line. Here's a kickoff. Flies down to Beneke's at about the 3. Brings it back up the middle. Cuts to the outside. He's hit. Drove down at about the 23-yard line, about a 20-yard return. I didn't get who was in on that.
No, host of Tigers on the tackle.
It looked
there,
to me like number 41. Jacob Perchlick was getting up off the ground.
Yep, and I think number 9, Jordan Purdue, got a piece of that too. But pretty good coverage there by the Tigers, and a nice kick, even though it was into the wind. So we'll see Tiger defense in action here. 2007 Tiger football.
We're all ready to go. We're already started. Landon Dravis would be the freshman quarterback, number 10, as Jim talked earlier about. He's back to pass. He's thrown it deep out here. It is just overthrown. Now, I think Andy Speece on the coverage. Ethan McKinney was the intended receiver. We have a penalty flag down, Jim.
Wow, no, I didn't catch why that would be thrown, but we'll find out shortly here. Dan Irving also came over to help out, number 24. Pretty good fake into the line by that freshman quarterback. I kind of bought that, but no, he stepped back and still had the ball and fired a pretty good pass out there.
I think they're calling defensive holding on Liberty Center. That's the initial call. So from the line of scrimmage, that'll be marked off about 10 yards, I suppose. That will be, probably has to be a first down, Jim.
Yeah,
that'll be automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs there.
We'll pick up the running backs for Blake Ford, a sophomore. Number 32 is in the backfield for Tinora. Number 11, that intended receiver on that last play, he's also the backup quarterback. Number 43 in the backfield, Corey Herndon. Dravis under center. He throws. It's complete out to about the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. Heflinger on the coverage.
Heflinger and Damian Mays out there stopping him right in his tracks. But a nice pass by that quarterback. His receiver was open there in the flat.
Yeah.
He drilled it out there.
It was completed to Lyndon Beneke. 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. That's make it 2nd and 5. 11:20 to play in the first period. Dravis under center. Tigers in their 5-3 defense. Hand off up the fumble on the play. Liberty Center has the ball. We're going to pick up who's got it.
I believe number 27.
That's be Joe Bodenbender.
Yeah, alertly saw that ball. Somehow that handoff wasn't real smooth there. And Joe Bodenbender knows what to do with a loose ball right there. So
big turnover.
Big turnover sets the Tigers up, Tom, on inside the 40-yard line of the Rams.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for Liberty Center. 11:06 remaining in the first period.
Number
Patrick
5.
Brown is over center.
Yeah.
With McClory. Chad McClory with the handoff straight up the middle. He bulldozes.
Now, I believe that was Andy Speece there. Wasn't that number 6 going?
I think it was number 8, Chad McClory.
Okay.
He gets up for about the 36-yard line, a gain of 3, make it about 2nd and 7.
Yeah. Boy, Tom, there's nothing like the first hits of a game. You know, you got the opposition across from you, and it just feels good to mix it up. You've been hitting your own guys in practice for a long time here these last several weeks, and now it's a live competition. You don't know him, he doesn't know you, but we're going to hit. We're going to find something out.
Finally a chance to hit someone else. Patrick Brown over center. McClory and Perchlick in the backfield. Mays on the right wing. Brown back to pass. He throws. What a play. Yeah. He caught it down around the 22-yard line. I think that's Jacob Perchlick, isn't it? Out of the backfield?
41.
Jacob Perchlick out of the backfield.
Yeah, nice strike there by Patrick Brown. Just put her right on the money and going to move the sticks.
Close to about a 10-yard gain. Takes it down to the 22-yard line of the Tinora Rams. That was a nice play. He was wide open and quarterback was free to roll to his right. We'll pick up the offensive line here in just a little bit. Brown under center. Hand off to McClory, off left tackle. He grinds her down to about the 20, a gain of maybe 2 or 3. It'll bring up about 2nd and 7 or 8 yards. I do believe the lineup, we have Brandon Stacy at center, Alan Sharp at the right guard, Philip Miller at the right tackle. We have Gene Zinn at the left guard, and Andrew Schwab at the left tackle, tight end, Adam Quigley. Hand off to Jacob Pershik, goes on left side, he cuts upfield, down to right around the 15-yard line. Gain of about about the 16-yard line, gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be short of a first down, but that was a nice conceived play, and likely we can consider this 4-down territory, Tom. So they'll have 2 more cracks at moving those sticks.
They went off the left side there behind big Andrew Schwab and Adam Quigley. Brown under center again. Quick pitch to McClory, cuts to the left, upfield. I think he's real close to the first down, Jim.
Yeah, I like the way he kind of followed his block in there. He had plenty of white shirts with orange numbers ahead of him, and he sort of let them get into the defenders a little bit. You got to do that.
Get down to about the 12-yard line. That's a gain of about 4 or 5 more yards.
And they did move the sticks with that.
Yes,
so
they did.
Most importantly, first down.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Just under 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Brown. Brown!
For 7.
I got faked out on that one there,
Yeah,
Damian Mays.
Damian Mays coming over here to his right side on the carry.
I thought Brown still had the ball gone to his left. Boy, that's a nice fake.
Yeah,
Damian Mays carried her on down to about the 6-yard line. That's a gain of about 6 yards. Brings up about 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line.
Yep, after forcing that turnover, by which set him up with pretty good field position, you just got to love the Tigers playing ball control here. Nothing really fancy, but everybody executing and doing their job.
Brown under, there's going to be a penalty flag on that. There's going to be 2 men in motion at one time, I do believe.
Yeah,
that's going to cost Liberty 5 yards, I think.
Just when I bragged on them there, Tom, they were just, marching it right down there and keeping on the ball, taking some time off the clock and just inching closer and closer to that Ram goal line.
Jim, they're going to have to take that penalty, move it back there, and that'll bring up about, they'll get the down over, 2nd and probably about 9 yards to go from about the 13-yard line. Jim, we haven't talked yet about from the 11-yard line. We haven't talked yet, Jim, about Liberty Center's new backfield with seniors Chad McClory and Jacob Perchlik in the backfield. Them boys, they haven't carried the ball all 3 of their other years in high school.
That's correct. They were staunch line players and defenders.
The Brown handoff to Perchlik. He heads off the left side. Powers his way. He won't go down. Finally, they get him down. He broke about 2 or 3 tackles. He went down to probably about the 8-yard line, a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, good hard running there by Jacob Perchlik. We'll have to get an interview of him sometime or other here pretty shortly and ask him how he likes packing that mail, because as you say, hadn't had a chance before, but Coach looks over there, the talent pool over, and he says, I think you'd work here, and so that's what we got.
Brown's back to pass, rolling to his right, pressure's on, he throws it, complete, down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. Wait till they unpile, we'll get it. I still haven't got that's Perchlik again? Yeah, I think it was Jacob Perchlik out of the backfield again.
Okay, yeah, yes, number 41.
That's a gain of 3-4 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th down in about 2 or 3 yards from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, make our 4th and 2 here, Tom. This is a big play. Tigers have had this ball after a turnover, and they don't want to come away empty here.
4th down, 6:40 left in the first period. Hand off to McClory. He's in for a touchdown off the left side. Yeah. He just turned around and handed it off, and he just bowled it into the end zone.
Yeah, 76 had something to do with
That's
that
Andrew
for the
Schwab
Tigers.
on the left side.
Schwab put a good lick in there, and also Perchlik was helping to lead that play.
Andrew Schwab is a 5'11", 250-pound junior. He could probably make a pretty good haul.
Yep, going for two, it appears the Tigers. Rex had something to say over the radio here earlier this week that he wasn't real confident with his kicking game yet. Now, the kickoff, he got some good distance on that, but evidently they're not thinking point after touchdown quite.
Brown's back to pass again. He's rolling to his right. He might just try to sneak it in. He's going to walk into the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
Good.
Boy, good wisdom by Patrick Brown. He had that measured. He knew where that pylon was at the corner of the end zone there, and he just had that measured. Well, I put it up, and, he just knew he could beat in a foot race there, and Tigers looking very good. Their first offensive drive, Tom.
Brown tacked on to 2 points, and that's a 39-yard drive for the Tigers to get on top, 8-0. Jim, I think that deferring on the kickoff and put them deep with the freshman quarterback, like you were saying. It's not that he made the mistake, but we had them deep in their own end there, and it proved out to be a turnover, and we took her down the field 39 yards for the touchdown.
Right.
8-0 with 6:43 left in the first period.
Yeah, you couldn't have write it up any better. It took time off the clock. The offense got their licks in. The line won the line of scrimmage numerous times, and it just was the way it'd have it. They had one mistake with a penalty there, too many guys in motion. But aside from that, that was just good high school football under opening possession. And their defense spoke for itself because they were giving ground grudgingly and then caused that fumble.
We got to remember, too, that McClory scored on the 4th down in about 2 or 3 yards. He went right behind the left side, behind Gene Zen, and like you say, Andrew Schwab. So we're preparing here to kick off again. Chad McClory teeing up the ball.
Yeah. On takeovers or takeovers, you got to capitalize on them, and they just did to a T. When you get that ball, you got to make something good happen. On a 4th down and 2, they were able to convert. And,
Jim, you were
that looks real pretty on the scoreboard there.
Jim, you were talking about the sun earlier. Look at down on the field there, number 43, the deep man about the goal line. He's shading his eyes.
Yeah, they need their sunglasses on.
That's Corey Herndon. Short kickoff's going to come down. Herndon's going to pick it up at about the 18. He's going to cut to the outside. He's hit. Chad McClory put a lick on him.
Yeah, number 8 down there. Signal there from a Tiger thinking we got it, but no, the signal is for the Rams, so they're going to start off.
That was the kicker, Chad McClory, that made the first contact and knocked him down.
Captain Bly, our cameraman, said that there was a fumble, but he was able to recover it. Chad McClory put a lick on him initially there too, but the Rams will take over from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10.
Tom.
Landon Dravis breaks the huddle over center. Blake Four, fullback in the backfield along with Herndon. It's a quick pitch. Herndon, he drops the ball. I don't know if the pitch was bad or if he just didn't get his hands on it. But
I didn't like that pitch, but Jordan Perdue in there right at the opportune time probably had something to say whether that was going to be successful, but that's a good solid 5-yard loss on that first play there in their second possession. So
you're right, Jim. Perdue eliminated the option real quick.
I think when there's pressure like that back there, everybody's jumping.
He made him pitch it, and he didn't quite get the handle on it. Dravis under center again. Irving coming up front. Boy, there's no running room there. I think Herndon run right into a wall at about the 20. I don't think that's going to be any gain. It'll bring up 3rd and about 14 or 15, about 15 yards.
Yeah, the Tiger defensive strategy was just right on there. That pitch didn't work going wide, and they brought a safety up to kind of plug it up right there, and as luck would have it, that's where the play was to be run. So Jim, Tiger defense doing everything right at this time.
We got to look at this, Jim. If we stop them here, they have to punt into the wind too. So that's going to be a treat. Dravis under center again. He's back to pass, rolls to his left, looks, throws, complete. This gang tackle over about everybody on the defense was over there. Damian Mays getting up.
74.
Quigley, Neff.
41.
Jacob Perschlick.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up, that's about a 5-yard gain, going to bring up about 4th and 10, and I think Tinora is going to be forced to punt, Jim.
Yeah.
Going back deep for Liberty Center's Damian Mays.
In the initial stages here of the first quarter, you can't say enough about this Tiger defense. They just seem to be doing everything right. And this freshman quarterback certainly is getting his baptism under fire here tonight.
That pass was complete to Blake Ford, but he just didn't have a whole lot of room after he caught it. There'll be a penalty flag to back judge. That might be a delay of game. Oh.
They saw something. Maybe somebody was lined up in the neutral zone or what here.
12 guys.
That's right. An extra ram.
Yeah.
An extra ram trots off the field, so you can't get that past the zebras. Who was it? Spike's always talking about the stinking yellow, rotten yellow flag. Hey, this one was a good one for the Tigers.
Damian Mays is standing back at about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they look for good field position here.
Ethan McKinney to kick the ball from, I think, about the 20. Nice snap. Oh, it's a little low. Going to roll down to about the 47. Mays picks it up, makes a couple moves. He gets hit, dropped at about the 45-yard line, a return of about 7 yards. But here again, Jim, we're in Tinora territory.
Yeah, and I think that was good judgment. You know, oftentimes a grounder punt like that or kick, he's kind of nervous about him, but he could see where the defenders was, and he said, I can make a few yards here. And I believe he got, what, 6 or 8 there?
He got about 7 yards on a return.
Yeah, with that pickup, so...
I think we're going to see a lot of highlights from Damian Mays this year. Brown under center, McClory straight behind him. Handoff to Pershik, double handoff to Damian Mays. He comes over the right side, makes a couple moves, dives up over the 45 to about the 42. That'll be a gain of probably about 3 yards, bring up about 2nd and 7 with 4 minutes to go in the first period. The score, Liberty Center leads 8-0. Tigers break the huddle. Dan Irving wide to the left. Pershlik in a wing right, goes in motion. Handoff to... Oh, Damian Mays got the ball again.
Wow.
He gets up about a gain of 1. That was a nice play.
Yeah, what are we going to call that, a counter play? That was kind of a naked counter play. They got the flow going to the left, and all of a sudden, here's the ball coming back this other way. Had he gotten around that first defender, Tom, he would have likely gotten several more yards.
I think, yeah, the Rams, Brock Riemann, defensive back, made a nice tackle on that, because like you say, if he'd got by him, there was some running room. Okay, it brings up 3rd and 5 from the Tinora 39-yard line. Handoff to Pershlik. He goes to his left. He's going to be brought down by number 64. Curtis Hansford got in or got a hand on him, tripped him up. So now we're facing 4th and probably about 6 yards, Jim.
Yeah, that was good penetration by the right side of that Ram front wall there. They kind of got past their blocks and were right out there. There was no place for him to go.
I do believe, Jim, Jacob Howard's our punter. He's going to line up at around just about midfield. Deep, number 57. Nice punt. That's going to carry just into the end zone. That's about a 45, 44-yard punt. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Considering he was booming that into the wind, he got good distance on that punt.
Had a lot of hang time to it. So that'll mean got a timeout here.
Yeah, Spike, how about some sponsors? Okay, I'm going to read some sponsors here. Spike, via the phone, is giving me a list, and I'll try to get through as many as we can. We have the Porch coaches, and you know who you are, and that roster will be upgraded in some way or shape by the next game. Dave's Auto Service, the Tiger Shop, Railside Meat Market, Holgate Metal Fab, KK Collision, Ken and Robin Carpenter, John Slagle, and the memory of Donnie Sharp, Pisanello's Pizza, Speece Trailer Court, B.A. Miller Trucking, L.A. Babcock Plumbing and Heating, Davis Farm Service, Miller Brothers Trucking, Mitchell Farm Equipment, Meyer Bait and Hop Insurance, and we're back to live action, Tom.
Jim, we're starting the Tinora Rams take over at their own 20-yard line after the 45-yard punt by Howard. Gravis rolls to his right. He completes it. Down the sideline to Corey Herndon.
Damian Mays, number 7. Number 7 on the tackle over there, but that was a good play for the Rams. He had a little room out there, and he made an excellent pass to him. And that play was going to go. If Mays couldn't have crowded him out of bounds, that might have been kind of nasty. There was help from the Tiger safety there, but
I took the ball out to about the 35-yard line, gain of 15 yards.
Yep, that's
gives them a first down.
That's been their best play from scrimmage thus far, the Rams.
1st and 10 from the 35. Dravis under center. Corey Herndon in the backfield, straight behind him. Handoff to Herndon. No, not Herndon. It was number 32, Blake 4.
Yeah, they're calling second down on the first whistle there. That ball kind of flew out, but it was after the fact, I guess. On the tackle, I didn't get him. Did you get him there, Tom?
I did not get the tackle.
Captain, did you get us a tackle there? Numbers?
That's a gain of 2, Jim, up to the 37-yard line.
Okay, 58, possibly Philip Miller on the tackle there. Number 27 was flying through there. Joe Bodenbender might have got a hand on him.
We have an equipment problem, or somebody's out.
No, I got a little
right arm.
Liquid color on the Rams there. They gotta get that blood flow under control.
In comes Brad Wagner for Tinora to replace the injured player. 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. Dravis takes a snap, quick pitch to the outside.
Oh, nice fill there.
Nice play.
Heflinger
Corey
coming up
Herndon,
there.
the carrier.
51.
Alan Sharp.
Heflinger. Who else? 24.
Dan Irving.
All those guys. You know, that's a mark of a defense. If they see the ball, there's no standing around. If you can get to him, you get to him. And Tom, they were swarming after that play.
Jim, I think that was loss of a yard, or it was real close to no gain or a loss of a yard, which brings up 3rd and 8 from the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
Tinora breaks the huddle. Strong guy in motion.
Number
Dravis
9.
Back to pass, a throw complete. Complete to Lane Schrader.
Boy, there's a lot of action there. Number 9 there, Jordan Perdue, just about got to that quarterback, but he was able to pull the trigger for a nice pass out here to the left flats there, Tom, and just enough to move the sticks for him.
Lane Schrader caught the pass. He got up to just over the 45-yard line. Jim, that was just enough for a first down. They needed 8 or 9. I think they got it. So that gives the Tinora Rams a first down from their own 45-yard line. There's only about 10 seconds left in the quarter. I'm not sure if they're going to get the play off or not. Dravis is under center. I don't think they're going to get the play off, Jim. I don't know. Oh, he got it off. Fake to the left side. A pass is complete.
Wide open.
Dravis completes it down to the 27-yard line to number 11, Ethan McKinney.
Now Damian Mays, number 7, kind of had coverage there, and he slipped, wasn't able to make the play. A well-thrown ball. That moves the sticks pretty good. It looks as though this Tinora Ram can mount a pretty good passing attack, Tom.
That's a completion, good for 23 yards, Jim, and gives them a first down inside the Tiger 30. So with the clock run out in the first period, we got the Liberty Center leading 8-0, but Tinora is on the drive.
Some more sponsors?
Sponsors in
Okay, we got a few more sponsors here. We got America Team Realty with Dan Heflinger. We've got the Henry County Bank. We've got Swanton Welding, the Dugout, Hill Asphalt Paving, Truckers Paradise, Sky Bank. We've got the Liberty Center Consulting Group. That would be with the captain, who's also on the camera, that Mark Bly. And anyway, we'll go through these sponsors again another time. will do a better job of highlighting who's responsible in those particular areas, but there's a great group of Tiger sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. We're certainly indebted to them. We've got some fine equipment, and they enjoy having a part in bringing these Tiger games to the fans, Tom.
Jim, this freshman quarterback at the end, this last drive of the first period, he's starting to look pretty comfortable. And as he rolls out, he's got an arm, doesn't he?
He does, and he's a tall, strong boy. You know, I mean, I thought we might have rattled him early on there, but you're right on this passing game. He looks real comfortable.
Dravis under center, Herndon and 4 in the backfield. That's Herndon off the left side. He cuts up to the left, up to the center of the field, takes it on down to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I think Derek Heffliner ran him down, but I tell you, they're mixing it up on their play calling now. They got the Tigers on their heels just a bit.
That's another first down, Jim, down to the 16-yard line. Rams break the huddle. Handoff up the middle to...
All right, a lot of Tigers in on the action
I think it's
there. I believe Jacob Howard, is he out there, number 20? I see number 20 kind of stuffing that hole along with many others.
Derek Herflinger was getting up off the ground last. I do believe that was Blake 4 on the carry. He got about
Jacob
3
Perchlick
yards. He got about 3 yards to bring up about 2nd and 7 from the almost around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, well, time for the Tigers to stuff it right there at the line of scrimmage. And
handoff to number 21.
Yeah, nothing doing.
Landon Beneke stopped immediately. I think Jordan Perdue was in on that play.
Yeah.
He's a defensive end on that right side. He made him cut back in and made the tackle.
Yep, got a little ground there for the Tenoras, but the downs are kind of adding up there. It's be about a 3rd and 5 yet.
3rd and 5. I think we're going to give him just 1 or 2 yards on that one. McKinney wide left. Beneke in the slot. He'll move over to the right side. Dravis handoff. Oh, he's going to keep the ball.
Right.
He is sacked by...
Who is that guy?
Oh, we can't pick up number 41. Jacob Perchlick made a big blitz through the hole and made a big play. A loss of, there's got to be a loss of about 6-7 yards on that one.
Oh, yeah, at least. But
yes,
the key is it's 4th down, and they're back here to the 19-yard line, 18-yard line, I guess.
18-yard line is going to make it 4th and 12.
Yep. So that was a good defensive play. I don't know quite what the scheme of things was, but Jacob Perchlick,
as a linebacker, he must have blitzed right up through the hole.
Yeah,
Dravis and the Rams facing 4th and 12. He dropped straight back, a long pass to the corner. Damian Mays intercepts the ball in the end zone. It will be a touchback.
Yeah, nice, smart play, and that's the way Mark Bly points out that the Tigers will get a 3-yard gain on that. But you know how sweet it is on a 4th down to stand up. It looked as though the Rams had a nice drive going there, Tom, but the Tigers shut it down.
Usually on 4th down, they would like you to deflect that ball to the ground and not do it. But that case there, as Mark Bly said, that gained from the 16, it gained about 4 yards. It brought Liberty out to the 20-yard line. Now Liberty's going to go against the wind. So Patrick Brown, Tigers break the huddle.
Boy, they ducked a bullet on that last drive, the Tigers.
Handoff straight ahead. I do believe that's
number 7. That's Damian Mays, I think, on the carry when they get all said and done there.
I think it's Chad McClory.
Number 8.
Chad McClory, the big fullback, went straight ahead into the line. He gained about 3 yards. That'd make it 2nd and about 7 or 8. Jim, I always say if you're 6 foot tall, you're 4 forward, you got 2 yards.
Yeah, if you can lean, that'd be your 3rd yard.
Yeah. And we forgot to mention that I think McClory and Perchlick are pushing 190-pound running backs. Those are some big boys.
2 strong, good boys there, you bet.
Brown's got the ball. He's rolling right. Looking, throwing. Ooh. Incomplete.
Boy, I'm glad that flittered out of bounds. All I could see out there was green shirts just about.
They had the pressure coming from the backside on him, but that was an incomplete pass, so we'll bring up, I do believe, 3rd and about 7 or 8 from the 23-yard line.
Yep.
we'll see what Liberty comes up with here.
Well, at any rate, the Tigers want to get away from their half of the field as best they can here, so.
Tinora would like to hold them right here and get the ball back at probably around midfield with the punting into the wind, as Liberty would do. Browns drop straight back. Pressure's on, he rolls right, he throws, off the hands of, I think, Dan Irving.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd had the first down anyway. There was 2 defenders right behind him, and he was about 2 yards short of the first down marker.
Yep, I can agree. I think Patrick Brown ripped a nice pass out there, though, because he put it out there where only his guy could catch it.
Exactly.
But the Tinora Rams in hot pursuit just off of his tail probably would have stopped that first down.
Lucas Willitzer, Brandon Beneke, and McKinney are deep. Howard to take the snap. Good snap. Puts his foot into the ball towards the center of the field. Willitzer fumbles the ball. There's a scramble. I think he got the ball back. Danny Irving was on the coverage there. Right when the ball hit the ground, Danny was almost on it.
Yep.
So that's about a 35-yard punt into the wind, Jim. That's a pretty good punt. Brings it out over midfield into Ram territory to about the 47-yard line of the Rams, and the Rams will set up shop right there.
Yep.
8:45 to go in the second period. Liberty still leads 8-0 on the McClory touchdown and the Patrick Brown 2-yard conversion run. We got big Chad McClory at the nose tackle too, Jim.
Try and set that line up if you can.
Neff at left tackle, and I do believe Schwab at right tackle. Joe Bodenbender at one end and Purdue at the other. Hand off to Herndon. He cuts to that left side, and he's brought down, I think, Alan Sharp, number 51.
Yep.
Alan Sharp, the sophomore.
Yeah.
Sophomore linebacker made a nice play on that, up over the 50 to about the 49. That'd be gain of about 4, bring up about 2nd and 6.
Yep, that was a good play there by Alan Sharp. He was blocked, but from his point, looked like on the ground, he saw that ball carrier coming, was able to lunge at him and wrap him up there to prevent further yardage. So
he's one of our youngsters on that defense.
Nice
and
play by
coaches
Alan
are very
Sharp.
high on him. Dravis over center, Herndon right behind him. In motion is 4. A fake quick pitch to 4. The pressure's on. He's hit and dropped. That's going to be I think that's going to be that will be registered as a sack.
Yep.
He lost a yard on it.
Yeah, good play there. 74 in there.
Brandon Neff got the tackle on that one.
Yeah.
Our cameraman Mark Bly is on the ball for us there. That'll bring up 3rd and about 9 yards from the 49-yard line for the Tinora Rams. Liberty defense stiffening a little. They put some pressure on him back there. They didn't scramble a little.
Yep.
Herndon straight behind Dravis. 4 to the right. Dravis rolls right. He throws complete to Landon Beneke. I don't know where they're going to mark it. That's going to be real close.
Yeah, it kind of.
That's going to be real close. It depends on where they mark it.
Yep, that spot's always a key issue here.
Let's hope they don't move the ball, Jim, then measure it.
Yeah, I got you on that. Well, no, they're going to bring them all the way across the field.
They're going to bring them all the way over. It's that close.
Yep.
It's going to be real close. It's either going to be 1st down or 4th and real short.
Well, I know as close as that is, if we had the Tiger chain gang,
we know which way the call would go.
We could probably call that a 1st down. They're gonna do the honorable thing and put a measurement on it, and we'll see.
We're kind of blocked. Our view is kind of blocked here, but I'm sure the crowd and the players will tell us what it is.
Short.
I think they're a little short. He's holding up his fingers at about 6-8 inches. This is going to bring up 4th and about, well, less than a yard. So
all right.
Less than a foot.
All right. What are you going to do? You going to fish or cut bait here, Tom?
Well, they're definitely going to go for it.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait. They can't wait to get up there. So come on, Tigers.
Dravis is going to go over center at about the 43-yard line. Herndon straight behind him, the big fullback. They got 3 guys to their left side. Liberty switching their defenses around a little bit. Whistle blows, we're ready for play. Herndon's right behind the Dravis. Dravis, quarterback sneaks off the left side. They got they got good surge, and he dove up over to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3. That will be a first down for
Yeah, that looked
Tinora.
like a pretty smart play by the freshman quarterback. He saw the way the Tigers were there, and you know, when the fire out was on his offensive line, he just sort of saw a little crease in there and knew that he didn't need much.
Well, I tell you, Jim, this Tinora, Ayersville, Fairview, there's a load of good quarterbacks in this league over here.
Yeah, they really seem to have a plethora of talent in that spot.
Dravis over center. Fake hand off to Herndon off the left side. He bulldozes down to about the 35. Gain of about 5 yards will bring up about 2nd and 5 from the, well, we'll call it 36-yard line.
Jordan Perdue gets credit there, but he had some help. There's Tigers that can't pick out their number. Was banging there. There goes Quigley off. That's a mountain of a man when they need him.
Big senior.
Yep. Adam Quigley.
Jim, I think there's a trend here that when they want some yardage, they go off the left side, don't they?
Yeah, it's sort of looking like it's playing out that way.
Hand off to Ford. The sophomore gets down inside the 35. A big hit there by
41, Jacob
Perschlick again.
Yeah, he hit him right at the line of scrimmage, but because of the momentum, still got a couple yards there.
There's a gain of about 3 more. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4. Jacob Perschlick, I do believe, is our leading tackler back from last year.
Oh, I got to think that he's mounting up the count here in this game.
Yes, he is.
So far here, this second quarter, the Rams have been playing in the Tigers' end of the field.
McKinney wide to the right. Beneke in motion. We got a flag on the play.
I think there was motion before the snap came. I think they're going to walk the Rams backward about 5 yards.
We'll see what the man in the white hat has to say. There's the flag out. He threw it out now.
Yeah.
False start.
71 wasn't set.
False start. That's going to cost him 5 yards.
Yeah, the captain's laying the blame on green 71 there. You know, you got to be set, you got to be still, you can do this and you can do that, but just before the play starts, everybody's got to be where they're supposed to be. And anyway, that cost him 5 yards, and that could help his Tiger defense here in this play. Third and long.
Loss of 5 yards. It brings up a 3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line. Dravis under center, fakes, double handoff, double handoff, and there's a fumble on the play. Woo!
I don't know who's in it.
McClory got in the first hit, and the ball dropped on the ground. I'm not sure who got the ball.
And he recovered,
the ball. That was the old Liberty Center double handoff, and McClory was right there to trip him up, and he fumbled the ball at the 43-yard line.
Tom, there was too many handoffs on that given play there for the way the Tiger defense was right in the thick of that. I mean, there just was nothing good to come out of that. So once again, the Tiger defense gets it done.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 43-yard line. Quick pitch to Damian Mays. He goes right, cuts back to the left, tries to get upfield, but he gets tripped up, and there's a penalty flag in the backfield. That's probably going to be holding on Detroit.
Yeah, that's
not Detroit. That's what I'm used to seeing on TV.
No, the Tigers got to play a lot of baseball yet. I'm thinking they're going to get her done, Tom, but you might be talking the Lions.
I'm talking the Lions, yes. Spike won't like to hear that.
But the initial signal was a hold on the Tigers on the block there, so that's gonna.
They will have the option to
take the
penalty, which the penalty was behind the line of scrimmage, about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So actually, it'll be about a 13-yard loss or 12-yard loss for Liberty Center, which will bring up. They'll get the down over. 1st and probably about 21 or 22 yards.
Yeah. So far,
from the 31-yard line.
I think that's been only the second penalty on the Tigers, Tom.
Brown straight back to pass. He looks deep. The long bomb to Danny Irving.
He caught it.
No, they said he's out of bounds.
Okay.
He did catch it, but they did say he's out of bounds.
All right.
And around down inside the 40-yard line of the Rams. That was a nice pass against the wind.
Tom,
and I think he had the defenders beat.
It was, and you got to love your receiver. It was a little crowded over there, but that was his ball, and they build a camaraderie to where if you get it or can get it, you do get it. And nice to see him catch it, even if he had his one toe over the line.
Jim, that'll bring up 2nd and 22, still from the 31-yard line. 5 minutes to go before the end of the first half. Brown over center. Fake handoff. There's Mays again with the ball. He cuts back upfield into heavy traffic. Fumble on the play.
He had the ball stripped from him, and the Rams are saying they got her back, Tom, and they got her on the Tiger 35-yard line. So Tiger defense is going to have to get right back out there and do what they can.
The teams have traded turnovers, and it gives Tinora the ball, 1st and 10 at the Liberty Center 34-yard line.
Yeah.
Just under 5 minutes remaining in the second period.
No, I was going to say Tigers got a pretty good edge on turnover ratio, but they're trying to even it up there right on that sequence.
Gravis with the ball, hand off to Herndon off the right side. Up to about the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3 or 4 yards.
51, let's give her to Alan Sharp. Alan Sharp getting her done there on the tackle.
The young sophomore starting on the Tigers' defensive linebacker position. Defense is pretty well set up the same. I think McClory at nose tackle, Quigley at a tackle, Neff at the other tackle, Purdue and Bodenbender at the ends. Davis back to pass. He's looking, throwing, wide open.
I think he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds.
Oh. Blake Ford made a catch there.
Yeah.
Along the sideline, they said he was out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think he had control, you know, as that sideline was coming up on him really fast, though.
They really like that. The backs kind of squirt out of the backfield and kind of fade towards the sideline. He laid the pass right on the money, I think.
Yeah, and they sort of flooded that area there, so it was hard to cover. I mean, he was open.
Well, that's
a little too close to the sideline, and the official right there on it. So
the incomplete pass brings up 3rd and about 7 from the Liberty Center 31-yard line. Herndon right behind Dravis as he goes under center. In motion is 4, handoff to 4, straight up the middle. I think Neff got the first grab on him. Blake 4 on the carry, got about down to the 27-yard line, a gain of about 4 yards to bring up about, this is going to bring up 4th and about 4 yards to go.
Yep, I think Quigley was in on the stop there too. Adam Quigley making a play, and also Perchlik got up. Can't quite see them all the time, but there's a lot of Tigers involved on those tackles like that. But they need to make another one here, Tom. They've got to keep them from getting this 4 yards.
Getting those numbers on the white jerseys with the orange numbers. They always have Jacob Howard's in there at a end position. 4th and 4. Fake handoff. Dravis, the pressure's on. The throw.
He jogged.
He had it, and when he hit the ground, he dropped it.
Yeah, he kind of was bobbling that thing there.
Jim, let's give a little credit to, I think Chad McClory was in the quarterback's face as he was rolling out. He didn't give him a whole lot of chance to get that pass off.
Right, and Dan Irving out there putting a wave on him right there at the point of reception.
Well, we'll take a timeout here and come back, and then we got 3:20 left in the first half. Tigers still lead 8-0. Jim, we're back to play here. Liberty Center at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10 after the 4th down incompletion. Handoff, I think
Number
McClory.
8. Yeah, Chad McClory
plowed his way up to about the 29, maybe a gain of 2, brings up about 2nd and 8.
Yep, following that Tiger interior right side, and with just over 3 minutes, Tom, it's plenty of time for a nice sustained drive, and we've seen Tiger offenses in the past put up numbers right before halftime, and that would be a stinger if they could get another score right now.
McClory went to the sideline with a little, I think, equipment problem. I do believe Joe Bodenbender is coming in to replace him.
Yes, sir.
The main thing here, I suppose, Jim, would be not to make a mistake towards the end of the first half and give Tinora another opportunity to
Yeah, exactly.
get any points on the ball or on the board at all.
Yeah, still pretty deep in Ram territory there. Ball being on the 30.
Bodenbender behind Brown. Brown drops straight back. He passes.
Ooh.
Oh, almost intercepted. It was intended. It was intended for
33 out
that's
there.
Brian Bush.
Yeah, Brian Bush
Junior.
that ball never quite got to him. There was some green shirts in between he and the ball.
Junior speedster. Well, the one negative on that, Jim, is that the incomplete pass stops the clock at 2:45.
Yep, exactly.
And Liberty Center faces third and probably a good 8 yards deep in their own territory at the 29-yard line. Still leading 8-0. Tinora may, if they do not pick up this first down, they're going to be forced to punt it back to Tinora before the end of the half. Brown's barking out signals. A fake handoff rolls to his right. He's looking. Brown's carrying the ball. He throws. I think the receiver slipped down. He made it.
Yeah, 33 out there.
For Bush again. Brian Bush.
Intended receiver, and Patrick Brown, and he not able to connect. So that is going to bring up a punt situation.
The good thing about that was it wasn't completed, but he was past the yard marker. If it would have been on the money, he would have had a first down.
Yeah, but I also wonder whether he was almost over the line of scrimmage there when he pulled the trigger there.
Jacob Howard back to punt. Liberty Center from their own 29-yard line.
Ooh,
it's a low snap. He gets it away. It's going to roll down to Danny Irving. Covers at the Ford Landon Beneke fielded the punt, and Danny Irving covered him immediately.
Yep.
At the 40-yard line, the Rams 40.
Our punter was clearly shook by that grounder on the snap, and he didn't relax and get his good leg into it, as we've seen a couple good punts out of him tonight. So, Tiger defense right out there with 2.5 minutes to defend.
They fought real hard to make that stop, but they didn't kill a whole lot of time off the first half clock. Dravis under center. In motion is Ford. A quick pitch, a throw. He's going to be hit immediately. I do believe Danny Irving hits Herndon immediately after he catches the ball, and that's going to be a loss of maybe a yard or so. Bring up 2nd and 11. Well, they're going to call it no gain.
You know, I'm not sure what the rule is in high school ball, Tom, but because that was behind the line of scrimmage, that pass out there, is that a live lateral in case that's incomplete? I never see it called, like they'll just say incomplete pass, but man, that was behind the line of scrimmage, and he did catch it, but great coverage out there by Dan Irving.
Herndon directly behind Dravis. McKinney up to the top of the picture. Dravis back to throw. He throws. It's going to be a little too far out in front of Beneke, up around the 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:46 to go in the first half, but it will bring up 3rd and 10 from the Rams 40-yard line. The young quarterback showed real good here tonight. He looks very comfortable back there throwing the ball.
He does. He's got passing statistics. It's going to add up pretty good for him. But Tiger defense has been up to the challenge so far, Tom, and they got 10 yards to defend here now.
McKinney and Beneke wide to the right. Dravis drops straight back, rolls to his right a little bit, pressure on a little bit. He's going to release it down the field. It's going to be way overthrown, intended for Blake Ford down around the 30-yard line. Dan Irving had him blanketed. That brings up 4th down and 10. It looks like Liberty might get the ball back again.
Boy, these passes just don't take any time off the clock. It's kind of like go for broke and see what can happen. But this Ram receiver kind of turned the wrong way. Had he turned the other way, that could have been a closer play than what it turned out to be there.
McKinney to punt the ball. He's standing back around between the 25 and 30-yard line of the Rams. Damian Mays is standing back at the Tiger 30. We need a good long punt return, Jim.
Yeah.
Gets the punt away. It's a line drive. It's going to roll. Damian Stiggy's picking it up around the 20. Shakes and bakes a little bit. Gets brought down up to around the 20s, 27 or 28-yard line. We'll be right back in 1:26 left in the first half. Tigers still lead 8-0. Jim, we had a penalty flag on that punt. It was against Liberty Center.
Yeah, that must
That's
have been
going to cost them 10 yards.
Must have been a hold or something on the block there. Damian Mays picked up that punt bouncing around, and he looked up there and saw Danny Irving, number 24, and he figured, I'm going to go right off of Dan's block. So he headed in that direction, and I don't know whether Dan made a clean block or not, but with that penalty, that kind of marks him back there.
That'll cost Liberty 10 yards, take it back to about the 19-yard line. Brown back to pass. He looks, he throws, complete to the sideline. Jacob Perchlick looks like he went out of bounds right there up around the 20.
Yeah.
Gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards. 1:21 left in the first half.
Yeah, on that passing game, on a pass like that, they're hoping that the defender will make a mistake and then be able to get by him and then still be running. And it happens once in a while, so you gotta play, but you love this. We're not just sitting on the ball, we're trying to do something with it here.
2nd and 8 from the 30-yard line. Brown straight handoff up the middle. I do believe probably was McClory. I can't get the number. But he drove ahead up to about the 32-yard line, a gain of maybe 2 more, but that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Chad McClory.
1:05 to go in the first half. Main thing is to hang on to the ball. It doesn't look like Tinora wants to stop the clock. So Liberty just has to be careful with the ball and not turn it over.
Yep.
45 seconds and counting. And
perhaps they'll try something fancy here.
Brown under center. Hands off to Perchlick. Perchlick runs into his blocker. I think runs
58.
into his blocker and knocks him down. Now Tinora calls a timeout. It's 34 seconds to go.
Yeah.
With Tigers facing 4th and 7 from their, looks to me, the 22-yard line.
Yep. Perchlick ran into Gene Zim on that play. So that didn't work out right from the get-go here. But as you say, with 34 seconds, we want a good punt. And none of this grounder. I mean, don't make him be an infielder out there. Give him a nice snap and then boom it away and see what happens there. But
Jim, this game hasn't disappointed. As the people have talked about, it's going to be a close game, and it is 8-0.
Yep, Tigers took advantage of that turnover, early in the first half there, and actually intercepted a pass and covered at least another fumble. So they've had 3 picks there, and give it up once, I guess, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Liberty will be, it is 4th and 7 from the 21-yard line. They will be forced to punt. Jacob Howard will be standing probably back inside his 10-yard line when he gets rid of this. Back deep for Tinora. Back deep, Lucas Willitzer, Beneke, and I can't quite get the number 11, McKinney. He's the backup quarterback. Snap to Howard, good. Punt way in the air.
Pretty high.
Pretty high. He's gonna, whoa, he made a fair catch. Well, not a fair catch, but he made the catch at around the Ram made the catch at the, I think it was McKinney made the catch at about the 40-yard line.
But he did signal fair catch, so he did. But
that was only about an 18-yard punt, Jim.
I know it. Our punter has not gotten off a good one other than his first 2 punts there was very substantial, but I think he's a little nervous. He on that snap. I see Brian Bush being a long snapper. Gave him a good one this time, just a little low, but that's just something that needs some oil.
Yep.
Under game conditions, but the Tiger defense got to be alert. We know from this freshman quarterback he's going to get a lot of passes here before the half expires. So
Davis gets a call from the sideline, trots in, and with 27 seconds left, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Liberty Center's 40, drops straight back. A long pass to the sideline. Andy Space, beautiful coverage.
Yeah.
Andy Space had him shadowed all the way down the sideline.
Yep, he couldn't have covered him any better, and he was almost wanting defensive interference, but I don't think they even call that in high school, do they, on a pass like that? Have you ever seen a defensive pass interference call, guys? Mark, have you?
I do.
No.
I do believe that the intended receiver, Landon Beneke, made a nice play. Andy looked like he had the ball in his hands, and he kind of played defender and knocked it away from
Oh,
him.
he had to, or else Andy had himself a pick there.
22 seconds left.
Coverage.
Dravis under center. He drops back one step, a quick slant. I think it's going to be called.
No call. Timeout by a charge to the Rams here, but no call. Were you thinking an interference there?
Well, I'm not sure
on
that.
the Tiger coverage?
Yeah, Andy Spieth was tight on the coverage again on a quick slant pattern. Rams call a timeout. I'm not sure how many they have left, but it's under 18 seconds, 19 seconds left in the fourth period.
Yep, could be time for a couple pass plays. So, boy, everybody's got to mind their P's and Q's because it only takes one misjudgment.
The Tigers have third and 7, or I mean the Rams have 3rd and 7 from the 37-yard line.
Yeah.
Huddled on the sideline. We'll see what they come up with.
All right, Tigers getting their instruction over there. They better get out and up to the line of scrimmage, and here they come. Got to defend 18.8 seconds here of this first half to go into the locker room with an 8-point lead.
Tigers sticking with the same defense, except I do believe Jacob Howard, number 20, is out there covering one of the wide receivers. He came into the game late in the first period. Dravis straight back about 7-8 yards. A lob down the sideline. It is broken up beautifully by Derek Hefflinger on the sideline.
Yep, he had a beat on that, and he tried to drag his toes and stay in bounds and still make the play, but the ball was clearly thrown out of bounds.
Andy Spieth was with the receiver, and Derek Hefflinger came over from his safety position and made a beautiful play. They had that covered extremely well. That brings up now from the 37-yard line with 13 seconds to go, 4th and about 7.
Yeah. Also on that play, Brandon Neff, number 74, made a good visitation to the quarterback as he was releasing that ball, and sometimes those pay dividends later in the game.
As you were saying, Jim, he was greeting him, welcoming him to football season. Dravis straight back to pass. The pressure's on. The throw is complete. Jordan Purdue hit the quarterback. It's completed to Beneke down around the 27-yard line. Jim, that's going to be good enough for a first down. The clock will stop as they move the chains with 6.6 seconds left. And I do believe right there, Tinora took their final timeout.
Yep.
Well, Jim, we're back. 6.6 seconds to go in the first half. Tigers lead 8-0. Rams have a 1st and 10 from the Tiger 27-yard line. Dravis under center. Herndon straight behind him. He drops straight back about 5 yards. A quick pass over the middle. Receiver was not looking.
True enough.
Blake Ford was down the middle of the field. He wasn't looking for the pass, which was thrown right near him. So that'll incomplete pass stops the clock with 2.9 seconds left, and Tinora facing 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Tigers defense stiffening, looking pretty good here.
So far they're up to the challenge. They've had pretty good coverage on the passers, and by spells they get real good pressure on the quarterback there, Tom, and that's a key to, I think, and generally has been to shutting down what looks to be a good passing attack. You want to make that quarterback edgy there. Don't give him time.
You'd have to admit, Jim, we've had good coverage on the deep patterns. Back to pass, Dravis, pressure on. The throw is complete to Blake Ford. Breaks a tackle, busts his way down to the 20, about the 16-yard line, but I think the clock is going to run out on the Tinora Rams. The Tigers, with some good defense towards the end of the second half, run off the field with an 8-0 lead.
Yep.
Welcome back to the second half of the Liberty Center Tinora football game. Jim, the Tigers capitalized on a first quarter turnover, took it in for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion run to grab an 8-0 lead, but we're looking over the stats here real quick, and the Tinora Rams took over the second period. Even though they didn't score, they pretty well dominated. We have total yards. Tinora leads in that, 145 to Liberty Center 77. And in time of possession, Tinora has a big edge, and almost 15 minutes to Liberty Center's 9.
Yeah.
Liberty Center has 15 rushes, 66 yards. The Rams have 17 rushes, 57 yards. That's pretty even up. But in the passing game, Liberty Center's 3 of 8 for 13 yards, while the young freshman, we were joking here earlier that he's only a freshman, and we were joking about his mom and dad mom and dad have to drive him to practice because he's only about 15 years old.
Yeah.
But in the first half, he completed 11 of 20 passes for 107 yards, and at times he looked very comfortable out there.
Just as you say, Tom, the Rams got her going there in the second quarter. And Tiger defense was able to dial it up when they needed it, but they're going to receive the second half here, the Tigers, because of how they played it there at the coin flip, and we're going to hope for a good sustained drive where that Tiger offense gets comfortable and marches the field. But a good football game, and I think you sum up that first half, it was turnovers. I believe the Rams coughed it up one way or another 3 times, and the Tigers once. Well, the Tigers were able to capitalize on that initial drive, but aside from that, the boys in green kind of had a good go at it. But it's just good rock'em sock'em football, and always adjustments at halftime. You know, the coaching staff get to say, well, hey, this wasn't working, or you couldn't block this guy, or hey, they had this play covered, and so we'll see here pretty quickly if we got her ironed out for a second half.
As the old football adage would go, as usually if you lead in turnovers, you have a very good chance of winning the contest. So Liberty Center will, after deferring the opening coin toss, will receive the ball. Kicking off for the Tinora Rams is McKinney. Back deep for Liberty Center, Damian Mays. It looks like Andy Speece back around the 10-yard line waiting for the kick. Jim, we during the halftime, we also mentioned that the wind has died down here quite a bit. In the first quarter, beginning of the first quarter, the Tinora Rams were facing quite a headwind right into their face, and might have had some effect on his passing a little bit.
Yeah, as we reminisce over that first half, the Tigers made a good call on deferring. I mean, rookie, freshman quarterback, all kinds of things, and it worked to their advantage. But this is the second half, and the Tigers have an 8-point bulge.
McKinney puts his foot into the ball down to about the 10-yard line. Andy Speece up the middle, up over the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Be about a 25-yard return.
Yeah, nice run
back. First and 10 for Liberty Center.
Nice run back for Andy Speece there. Sets a table for the Tigers. They're in a nice, comfortable area of the field. So we're going to hope this first series, which likely was scripted at halftime, that the Tigers can execute and start putting some yards between them and their goal line, which is at their back.
They've got first and 10 from their 28-yard line. I think Perchlick straight behind Brown in the backfield. Brown barks out the signal, straight handoff to Jacob Perchlick, and he gets nowhere. Hell, he might have got 1 yard up to about the 29-yard line. That was not Perchlick. I didn't pick up the number on that run.
Yeah, 41.
Jacob Perchlick.
You got to give it to Jacob there, but boy, there just was no opening there. I mean, the Rams had a stunt, I'll call it a stunt going right there, and I mean he was right there to meet the ball carrier.
Brown under center. Fake handoffs, back to pass, he looks, he throws deep, wide open.
Quigley out there.
Makes the catch down around the 40-yard line.
Wow, nice pass there by Patrick Brown.
Beautiful pass.
Adam Quigley run a pattern down there, and Brown drilled it out there. Biggest play from scrimmage for the Tigers for this 2007 campaign, and it gives their offense a nice shot here to get started.
Yeah, 32-yard completion straight down the middle.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. A tight end right down the middle. Brown under center. Mays in motion. Handoff to Perchlick again, I do believe, or McClory.
That's number 8.
Number 8, Chad McClory. He got about 1 yard down to the 39-yard line, brings up 2nd and 9. Brown laid that pass right on the money to Mr. Quigley.
Oh, he did, and then give the offensive line of the Tigers credit for holding them out of there. You know, they were coming, but he made a good fake into the line on a running play, and then stepped back.
Mr. Quigley, the 6'2", 215-pound senior tight end.
Oh,
Brown
boy.
barking out the signals. Mays in motion. Hand off to McClory again. They're all over him. Picks up about 2 yards, maybe. Bring up 2nd and 8. Maybe 1 they're going to give him.
I think it's 3rd.
3rd and 8,
yeah, we're
you're
using
right.
Two
Third,
running
yeah.
plays there. This will be 3rd down.
3rd down and 8. We're in Ram territory at the 39-yard line. Just under 10 minutes to go in the 3rd period. We'll see what the Tigers have in store. Stacy over center. Stacy over the ball. Brown calls the signals. Handoff.
Oh,
Fake. Double handoff. Pressure. Comes over to the left side. Heads to the sideline. He's got the first down, Jim.
Yeah.
What a play.
You know, that almost looked like it was his option whether or not to hand it off again. Now, I don't know how that's scripted in the playbook, but whether he's supposed to fake handing it off again or what. But, boy, he reeled that in and started legging it for the sideline and had enough room that he could get out here where he could move the sticks.
Picked up 13 yards on that run. And like you say, Jim, he looked like he faked it to Mays on the double handoff, just kept it and scored it outside.
Yeah.
Showed us a little speed, the big man.
Oh, yeah. Hard to tackle when he gets a good head of steam up.
He's in motion. Jacob Perchlik. Brown back to pass. Pressure on. He's running. Wide right. Throws. Complete. Out of bounds.
Good pass. They're going to give it to him, and that works. That's almost an 8-yard pickup there, and he must know where that line of scrimmage is, Tom, because he was dancing up there about had his toe over the line of scrimmage. Captain Bly says he was within 3 inches of the line of scrimmage.
Perchlik was on a reception down there. It's down inside the 16-yard line.
All right.
That's a first down, Liberty Center.
Gotta love the play calling
from the
here
17-yard line.
Start the half, Tom. Ooh,
no
handle on the ball.
Big pile up. We think Liberty got it back.
Wow. Yep.
I do believe Liberty Center got it back.
Wow. Boy, I tell you, that's close, but that play just was dead in the water before it even unfolded at all, but somehow or other Tiger got on it, and that's the main thing. Burned it down, though.
The bobbled snap. The bobbled snap leaves it at 3rd and 2. I was wrong before. Perchlik did not get the first down on that reception, did he? So it's 3rd and 2 from the Tinora 18-yard line. Wow, they got contact there. I think the Rams got offside.
I think the Tigers are up to a first down on that contact by the over-exuberant boys in the red shirts.
Number 57 from Tinora was really anxious to get across that line, but he came a little too early. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Well, he couldn't dig his toenails in. I mean, you know, that was a blitz. And, I mean, they were coming up there and going to stuff that, figuring that the Tigers would run it between the tackles, but he made contact.
The penalty gives Liberty Center a first down at the 13-yard line. Handoff to McClory. He is tripped up immediately by number 57.
Yeah, 57 got him on there.
Big number 57 is Lucas Willitzer. He's a junior linebacker. 5'10", 185 pounds. He brings a load. So that pushes it back to the 14-yard line, loss of 1, which will bring up 2nd 11 for Liberty Center. Jim, this is a big drive opening up the 3rd period.
Oh, it is. Tigers are trying hard to even up that time of possession as well as march her down the road there.
Brown straight back to pass. He looks. He rolls to his right, being pressured. He's going to throw it. Incomplete. Wisely out of bounds.
Yep, Patrick Brown showing a lot of poise out there. He seems to use all the field and know how close those rushers are. And wisely, rather than take a sack for a great loss of yards, throws her out of bounds.
John Hammersmith, a big 6'3", 210-pound junior, number 76, had the pressure on Brown, who wisely threw it out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 from the 14-yard line. Jim, I think they're probably going to go 4 down, so that's no secret. Here's a quick pitch to Damian Mays. He cuts back up to the inside. He did not get a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, you know, in retrospect, and of course this is second guessing because we're up here with the vantage point we had, but he had big number 76 there. I think that's Mr. Schwab, isn't it?
Andrew Schwab.
Andrew Schwab on his outside, and if he'd have rode that a little further to the wide toward the sideline, he might have took her in for a touchdown there. So, you know, that comes with looking at the films and studying it, and you got to make a decision instantly. Always hard to see that, but I believe he had a little room to the wide side there, yeah.
Lane Schrader, a big senior, made a nice play on that, number 7. We have a whistle on the play. I do not see a flag, but they're talking to Andrew Schwab for some reason. I'm really not sure what's going on, Jim. I do not see any flag. Well, they're going to just reset the ball, and away we go. It's going to be 4th and 11 from the Liberty Center 14-yard line. Brown under center, drops straight back. He's got time. He throws. It is caught. Oh,
yeah.
They knocked him out of bounds, but they're going to call it good because he forced him out.
Yes,
didn't give him a chance to come down in bounds.
Yeah, the Ram fans aren't liking that,
No.
but Danny Irving ran a nice pattern, and he was probably within 1.5 yards of the out-of-bounds line, and
Exactly.
it was crowded out
Yep.
as he made that reception. So Patrick Brown, a strike to his teammate,
Nice
Dan
pass.
Irving. Beautiful.
That is the rule. I guess you have to give him room to.
Oh, yeah.
Now the referees are conferring about it, so we're not sure if it's a completion or not.
Yeah, but
They want to.
the one out here called it, and he's the one that that had the view on it. But
They're going to measure. Okay.
Oh, okay. But whether it was a reception or not, indeed it was. Boy, cameraman, isn't that a beautiful sky? I mean, to start a first Tiger football game, I believe that's Tiger Orange up there we're looking at, Tom.
Yes, it is.
Tiger Orange in the sky.
Big measurement, Jim. We were all excited about having him in bounds, and we got to see if it's a first down or not. If not, Tinora has the ball. Yeah, they stopped him.
Yeah.
The spot was just short on 4th and 11.
Yeah, it looks like almost a foot. So even though the great pitch and catch, Brown to Dan Irving, the Rams get the ball, but they will be on their own 3-yard line.
Jim, Tigers drove the ball almost 70, 75 yards at the beginning of the third period and came up short there about at the 3-yard line.
Wow.
On the 4th down stoppage of the Rams.
You know, people that watch this tape, this TV5 broadcast, will see if the spot was indeed correct. And pretty hard to get a good handle on that because he didn't get to come down in bounds, if you remember. But this is how it is. Rams take over. Almost on their own goal line.
Under the shadow of his own goal line. That's
All
32.
right.
Blake 4 right up the middle.
The whole Tiger interior line says, I don't think so, not this time.
Center of the line. It looks
74 getting up there.
Brandon Neff.
And others. Stuffed it right up there
For his
on
carry.
the Tiger left side.
For his carry is good enough to get up to the 5-yard line, which will leave 2nd and 8. And look at the clock, Jim. Tigers, they burned off about 6 minutes of that third period clock. It's down to 6:20 and counting right now.
That was an impressive drive. Didn't result in points, but boy, put her right up there against the goal line. Now if the defense can hold them and get them back, they'll have good field position.
There's a blitz by Liberty. Gets through the middle. I think that was...
Who got him out there?
Blake 4 was on the run.
Who's getting up there?
I didn't get the number there, Jim.
Couldn't see it. 74.
Brandon Neff again.
Neff had a good piece of him there. Maybe some others, but
Junior defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Forrest carry goes out to about the 9-yard line. Leaves 3rd and 4 for him. To get a first down, they have to get up to about the 14-yard line. 13 or 14-yard line. Dravis over center, barking out the signals. Fake handoff, goes back to pass. It throws complete. They drop the ball.
A case of that, number 21 for the Rams. He was going to turn and run with it before he caught it. He was open. It was a good pass, but he was going to run with it, and you got to have possession.
He had the ball. That would have been real close to first down territory. They would have had to bring him down immediately. But
yeah, it looked like he had plenty of field had he been able to snag it. But no, sir, you got to catch it and then worry about running. Anyway, with the 4th down, AR forced to punt, and the Tiger defense looking good on that.
Here comes the quarterback running onto the field, number 10, in the short position. McKinney will do the punting. It's 4th and 4 from the 9. Damian Mays standing back near the Tinora 40-yard line. There's a good punt away from Damian. He's going to field it at the 42. Cut back up. Little room. He's still on his feet. Fights his way up for about 3 yards on a punt return. That was one tough 3 yards.
Oh, yeah.
He finally brought down around the 38-yard line, and the Liberty Center Tigers are after their 4th down stop near the 3-yard line. They've made a stop of their own on defense, and they've got the ball right back at the Tinora 37-yard line and are keeping the pressure on. And like you said earlier, I think we're evening up the time of possession here a little bit.
Well, Tigers are aiming to do that, and they want to get some points in the process. But it's a good second drive field position here for them, Tom.
5:11 left in the 3rd period. Tigers still lead 8-0. Here's a straight handoff to Perchlik again. He doesn't get a whole lot of yardage. That defensive, Tenora's defensive front's pretty tough, Jim.
Yeah, a bunch of tough farm boys, kind of like over there in our country there. So they fight the pressure and able to kind of stuff it a little bit. Our yards per carry is not going to be anything wild, but ball control or any way you do it, the Tigers just need to come out on top points-wise.
Yeah, McClory, they're going to give him about 1 yard, bring up 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Brown under center. Here comes 57 taking the blitz. Handoff to Perchlik straight up the middle this time. And he burrows out to about the 35-yard line. That'll be gain of about another yard or more, which will bring up 3rd and about 8 yards from the 35-yard line.
Yep. Philip Miller and Gene Zinn doing a good job out there right now. Trying to keep those green shirts off the out of the backfield.
We still have Stacy at center, Brandon Stacy, Zinn, and Sharp at the guards. Quick pitch to Perchlik. He goes to the right, finds a little running room, bowls his way up and over the 30 down to about the 28. That's a gain of 7. That is real close to a first down, Jim.
Can we get that spot that's so critical, or is it going to be about a foot short?
I think, would that be a right foot spot or left foot? I don't know how Spike would call that
I don't know what.
Right
footer
spot.
There, Captain Blythe.
Well, they're not even going to measure. That's going to be 4th and 1 from the 27-yard line.
We're going to do it here,
3:20 left in the 3rd period. Brown under center. Straight handoff up the middle. I don't know.
That didn't look good. There was real penetration there by those green shirts, and it's
number 7, Lane Schrader, buried underneath there, burrowed underneath, and they not even going to measure it.
Yeah.
Liberty, for the 2nd time in the 3rd period, have come up short on 4th down.
Yeah. Well, it's at a position in the field they needed to try it, Tom, but boy, those green shirts were up to it, so Tiger defense gotta get ready for some more.
Well, after the 4th down stop, the Rams have the ball at their own 28-29 yard line with 3:11 left in the 3rd period. Still trailing 8-0. McKinney comes wide right. Beneke on the wing left. Schrader and 4 in the backfield. Dravis fakes to 4. Back to pass. Somebody throws to McKinney. Complete at the 32. Up the sideline. A tackle made by Andy Spies, but he gets up over the 45. 45 to about the 47-yard line, Jim.
Yeah, that was a nice pass play for the Rams there, and I'm not sure who had that responsibility over here, but that Ram receiver had way too much room.
Jim, that's a gain of 19 yards on a pass along the Tinora Rams sideline, and first down at the 47-yard line for Tinora. Dravis barking out the signals. Hands off to, that's Herndon. He gets buried under about at the 48-yard line. I can't pick up a number. I see Perchlik getting off the ground.
74. Neff.
That's Neff was getting up off of there, yeah. They didn't give him a whole lot on that. They'll give him about a yard on that play.
27 had some.
Joe Bodenbender.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for Tinora at their own 48-yard line. 2:15 left in the third period. Clock is running. McKinney wide left, Beneke right. Again, Herndon and 4 in the backfield. Dravis shouts out. Quick pass over, complete to Beneke. Squirts his way up over Joe Bodenbender, and Perchlik come back from behind to make the tackle up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, plenty of coverage, plenty of conversion on the reception, but he just had too much elbow room when that pass was thrown. Quarterback throws a nice quick ball.
That was a 12-yard gain, Jim. There's 12 more yards, and it's into Liberty territory now at the 40-yard line with 1:50 left in the third period and counting. Dravis under center. There's a handoff to Beneke. Wow.
Number 8 back there.
Chad McClory.
Number 8, Chad McClory slipped back there and made a great play right when the Tigers needed it. The Rams had that passing attack working them right down the field. That's going to cost them at least 5 yards
I think they're going to lose about 5 or 6 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. Chad McClory is no doubt a big factor at the nose tackle for Liberty Center.
Yeah.
He's one of the Liberty Center's better wrestlers, and he makes the penetration. He did last year, and he's a senior leader.
And he's probably quicker than the average person that plays that position.
Yeah. Dravis back to pass.
Number 74.
Brandon Neff put a big ball up there and knocked her away.
Yeah. That's a great play when you need it. Number 11 out there is kind of complaining for the Rams a little bit, but that's all football. You get bumped a little bit, you got to get ready for some more, because between the whistles, all's fair and love and war out there.
Brandon Neff was 6'1", 200-pound junior.
That was a great charge there.
Beautiful
Somehow he got around his man and made himself bigger than he is. Facing that quarterback, because it's a nice tall quarterback, but man, he just couldn't throw the ball through him or around him.
That's a defensive lineman's job. If he can't get through, he can.
It's 3rd and about a half mile.
3rd and 15, Jim, from the 45-yard line. Dravis back to pass, of pressure. Chad McClory comes busting through and sacks him way back to the. Oh, they're going to call it back at the 36-yard line.
Yep. Jim, some of those pass plays, if they get just a little bit greedy, they take some time to develop. And the Tiger defenders, depending on what scheme they've got called, they pin their ears back, and here they come.
That was a loss of 11 yards, brings up 4th and 25. Clock is running with 30 seconds left. McKinney's back at the 30.
4th and a mile.
Brandon Mays is at the 26-yard line of Liberty Center.
What a defensive stand there by the Tigers.
A nice long punt. Drives Mays back to the 18. Shakes and bakes. So gets away. Breaks a tackle. Down the left sideline. Gets knocked out of bounds up around the 40-yard line.
Yep. All right,
that's a gain of almost 22 yards on the punt, 20-some yards on the punt return.
That was an excellent run back, and he didn't have much room to get started because the Ram defender was within about 1.5 yards of him when he caught that ball, but he was able to make him miss. There was a Tiger blocker back here. I didn't get his number, and he kind of used him as a screen and then got up here and get the Tigers back to field position.
Jim, we got 11.
Great defensive stand
there.
Yes,
it is. Beautiful. He pushed him straight back. 11 seconds left in the third period. 1st and 10 for Liberty Center at their own 39-yard line. Hand off to Perchlik with the lead blocker out in front. Gene Zinn, I do believe. He cuts it back upfield, up over the 45 to about the 47. That's a gain of 7 or 8 yards, Jim. That's a good gain. Time has run out in the third period, Jim.
I got to give credit to Alan Sharp. Gene Zimm's been in there doing a lot of good, but Alan Sharp was that pulling guard that got him sprung over there on the right side.
Jim, we're going to break away here for a minute for the beginning of the fourth period. Liberty at the end of the third period. Jim, we're back here at the beginning of the fourth period. Liberty still leads 8-0 after a big late third quarter stand. They have the ball back and driving They're up to about their 46-yard line.
Oh, yeah, Tom, it looked as though the Rams in that passing attack was going to march it right down the field, but the Tigers got tough. Some excellent play from the nose guard position there by Chad McClory. Tackles for loss, and I don't know, they come up big when they needed to and stalled the Rams out.
Jim, and we have, after the Perchlik run at the last play of the third period, Tigers face 2nd and 3 from their own 46-yard line. McClory went out again. Here comes Joe Bodenbender. Brown tells him to play. We got a whistle again. We're not quite sure what's going on. The referee heads towards the Liberty Center sideline.
Must be an equipment problem. But I tell you what, guys, as they do that, let me read these sponsors one more time. I don't have a lot of names where they ought to be, but in general, the Porch Coaches, Dave's Auto Service, the Tiger Shop, Railside Meat Market, Holgate Metal Fab, KK Collision, Ken and Robin Carpenter, John Slagle in the memory of Donnie Sharp, Pisanello's Pizza, Spies Trailer Court, B.A. Miller Trucking, and that'll do her for now. I'll get the rest of those in at another time.
Okay, here we go, Jim. Patrick Brown under center. Mays in motion, hand off to Damian Mays with the lead blocker out in front of him. Makes us move outside. He gets very close to the first down marker. I don't know if he's going to be just a little bit short. He would have to get up to almost the 48 or 49 for a first down.
Looks like they're going to spot that maybe a foot short, but
that'll bring up.
That play looked like that was going to go. I mean, these Rams are really pursuing laterally quite quickly, but looked as though if he'd had just another step or two that he might have been able to really get that going.
That leaves Liberty Center facing 3rd and 1 from their own 48-yard line.
Too much movement. I don't know. I think
there's a penalty flag on Liberty Center. I think it's going to be on Liberty Center.
The Tigers, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yep, we're going to have motion on Liberty Center, going to cost them 5.
Ouch. Tigers have played a pretty crisp game,
yes,
Tom. You know, not a lot of yellow flags flying in our direction, and for the first game of the season, of the campaign, that's pretty good record. But this one might hurt.
That was a big penalty, Jim. That goes from 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6 from their 43-yard line. Makes a big difference. Patrick Brown under center. He drops straight back to pass. He throws.
Wow!
By Danny Irving, I do believe. He jumped in the air, speared it, came down up over the 50 to the 48-yard line, a gain of about 10 yards. That should be good for a first down.
Oh, yeah,
Jim.
that'll do her. Hey, speaking of that pattern, that was a nice, crisp pattern there run by Dan Irving, but there were 3 green jerseys in the vicinity, and he turned around, and there was 2 of them right shoulder to shoulder, and you kind of wondered, man, how did he make that catch?
He showed good hands on that. Patrick Brown over center at the Tinora 48-yard line. He's going to hand off up the middle. I think that's, boy.
Who is that?
Perchlik or
number 8.
Number 8, Chad McClory. Runs off right tackle.
Yeah, I hadn't called his number in a little bit there, and I'm telling you, there was a little groove there for him to get started, and right up the middle he goes.
Jim, he rambled for about 12, 13 yards, good for another Liberty Center first down, and even more important, the clock is burning away.
Yeah, talking about burning clock, you know how the Rams had the possession for the Tigers on the first half. Hey, that's all over with now,
right.
But we want points.
Brown under center at about 36-yard line. Hand off to McClory again. He gets gang tagged. Oh, they've got to call a forward progress on that. They had to call a stoppage of play.
I can't understand why the whistle hadn't blown.
I don't
they
either.
had about 4 guys just mugging him out there, and there was no more forward
Yeah, he was going
progress.
backwards, yes. He did get up over the 30.
Wow.
Over to 30, down to the 34-yard line.
Boy, they
gain of about 2. They were going to call that a fumble.
They did. According to Mark Bly there, the Stacy, the center out there, got onto it, but he was getting mugged there. Instead of moving forward, they were going to about pick him up and carry him backwards.
Okay, we got 2nd and 9 from the 34-yard line. I think McClory, Perchlik in the backfield. Brown, quick throw out.
Yeah.
To Damian Mays. rambles on down after the catch, down to about the 20. That Damian Mays down to about the 21 or 22 yard line. That's a gain of 11, Jim. Move the sticks again.
Yeah. Wow, that was an excellent play. Number 8 out there, Chad McClory, was blocking and protecting his quarterback, and there was a big fella coming in there, and McClory just got enough of him that enabled Brown to step into that throw and get her out there. So there's a lot of things got to work right, but man, McClory's having a whale of a game.
There's Brown, throws deep in the
yeah.
end zone, wide open.
He catches it. He catches it.
Touchdown, Liberty Center.
Oh my, Danny Irving out there making it look easy. And how about that pass by Patrick Brown?
Beautiful.
We hear all this stuff about this heralded freshman quarterback. I mean, I haven't seen that pretty a ball in some time.
Patrick Brown put it on the money.
Wow.
That puts the score at 14-0 in favor of Liberty Center. That was with 9:30 left in the fourth period. It's a big deal, Jim. They have to now. Tenora's forced to get at least 2 scores.
Yeah, Tinora will really start putting it up in the air. But man, I can't. That pass to a receiver and having confidence between themselves like that.
Liberty's going for 2 again. Brown, a quick pitch to Perchlick.
No, that's number 8 there.
That's McClory again.
Chad McClory trying to make the conversion, but going to come up a little short.
It's going to stay at 14-0. So
yeah,
9:30 left in the fourth period.
Yep.
Tigers up their lead to 14-0.
Yeah.
We got some more sponsors there, Jim?
Okay, got a few sponsors yet. We will do a better job in the ensuing weeks on recognizing our sponsors and those that are responsible. But just trying to get some names in here again. We've got Dan Hefflinger, American Team Realty. We've got the Henry County Bank, Swanton Welding, the Dugout, Hill Asphalt Paving, Truckers Paradise. Man, a piece of pie would go good now. The Sky Bank, I don't know. Maybe that almost covers them. Did I mention L.A. Babcock Plumbing and Heating, Davis Farm Service, Miller Brothers Trucking, Mitchell Farm Equipment, Meyer Baden-Hop Insurance, and there's just a host of great sponsors out there that make these broadcasts possible, and we appreciate their following the Tiger Ball, and we'll do better at giving you a mention as the weeks unfold.
Jim, they're so very important to keeping this TV5 thing rolling.
Oh yeah, we've got good equipment, and of course Mark Bly and what he's able to do there, helping to secure real quality stuff to get the most bang for the buck, helps make this what we got here.
Jim, how nice it is for these kids to be able to look at these tapes and view them, and it'll be something they can show their kids later on in life. McClory's set up to kick off.
Yeah. Oh, one more hit here. DVDs can be bought at the Tiger Shop.
There you go.
So you fans out there want DVDs, get them at the Tiger Shop.
Beneke picks up the ball around the 18-yard line.
Chad
McClory, the kicker, again, he brings it out to about the 38, about a 20-yard return.
Yeah, there's just a lot of traffic there, but he was able to kind of fling him down. And, you know, as we get going on this, we're going to kind of get going then, too, about the background of some of these Tigers. But Chad McClory using his experience on the wrestling mats to a good end here tonight. From his nose guard spot, he has made some incredible plays when they need it. That guy is quick.
He is very quick. Dravis over center. He goes back, straight back to pass. The throw is complete.
Good sure tackle out there. Number 7, Damian Mays. Number 3, Derek Hefflinger. That was a good gain there for the Rams, but the important thing is, as the clock begins to wind, Tom, is that they get good sure tackles. No broken tackles for long gains.
Dravis's pass to Schrader was good for about 8 yards, brings up 2nd and 2 from the Ram 47. Clock moving, 8:53 remaining in the game. Liberty still leads 14-0. Dravis checks over to defense. In motion is 4. There's a straight handoff to Herndon. Straight ahead, up over the 45 to about the 44-yard line. That's a gain of about 13 yards, Jim. That's a first down for Tinora.
Yeah, that's Dan Irving on the stop there, but boy, that's a good gainer coming right up the middle. So
he busts right through the middle, and the defensive secondary had to make the final stop.
Yeah, you remember their previous possession, Tinora was able to seemingly just move her right up the field, and then all of a sudden the Tigers made some big plays to get her stopped.
First down, Tinora from their Liberty Center 44-yard line. Beneke in motion. Dravis drops back, rolls to his right a little bit, pressure's on. He will throw down the middle, incomplete to McKinney. Just bounced in front of him.
Number 20, excellent pressure there. Jacob Howard getting there. Yeah, thank you very much. Making good pressure there, which helped make that pass flutter to the ground. You know, pressure doesn't always score in terms of a sack or whatever, but boy, anything they can do to bother that quarterback, to spoil his rhythm or to keep him from getting in a rhythm, and Jacob Howard there had a lot to say.
We've
whether
seen that earlier in the
pass was
game,
gonna
Jim,
go.
where Brandon Neff knocked down a pass with a big paw.
Yeah.
Plus, like you say, there's pressure on the quarterback. That sometimes makes him do what he doesn't want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from the Tigers' 44-yard line. 8:12 left in the game. Dravis back, rolls to his left, throws deep. Complete. Schrader catches the ball. He will score. 44-yard touchdown pass from Dravis to Schrader.
Yeah.
Makes the score 14-6 with 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game, Jim.
Yeah, this is a good quarterback, and he throws a lot of good balls. For that particular play, Danny Irving had that play about covered, and he kind of went for the pick. He thought, I can get this. Well, the ball was too well thrown, and Danny couldn't quite reach it. But, hey, for all the times and all the plays we've seen, we got to give him credit for a good one there.
McKinney is putting on the kicking shoe to attempt to try to make it 14-7. Dravis to hold. The quarterback's holding. So
You got plenty of quarterbacks over there, but we'll see whether they can kick.
Dravis a straight-on kicker. Snap is good. Down, up. It is
Good.
good.
Yeah.
Rams close the score to 14-7 with 8:03 to remaining in the game, and now Liberty is going to have to really kill some clock. They can't afford to let Tinora have the ball back too many more times.
Yeah, this is one good football game. Yeah, the passing attack usually doesn't take much time off the clock. I mean, they zipped around with a couple runs, but then that freshman quarterback was really beginning to pile up some statistics here. Tom was able to drill a good one in there. You know, they're not saying that the coverage wasn't there. It's just that a perfectly thrown pass, and the Tigers have been doing that on occasion, but boy, the Rams landed a good one on us there.
That was good for a 44-yard strike. Schrader, 6'1", 200-pound tight end, got open just by a little bit, and the pass was right on the money, and he went the rest of the way to the end zone.
Yeah.
We'll see how Liberty reacts, how they answer this last Ram score. Damian Mays again will be deep, probably with Andy Speece. McKinney will do the kicking off for the Tinora Rams, who have grabbed a little bit of the momentum here.
Yeah, pretty much this whole second half up to this point, the Tigers had been pretty well having their way. They had one series the Rams did where they were moving the ball pretty well, and then the Tigers really stiffened up. A couple good defensive plays where you remember Chad McClory got back there and sacked the quarterback from his nose guard spot. But the Rams have hung a 7er up there on the board. But they're going to have to kick to the Tigers, and if the Tigers can convert to a couple of first downs here, that'll look a lot better to us.
Okay, here we go. McKinney lines up his coverage team, approaches the ball, puts a foot into it.
Short
headed
kicked
down
it.
the right sideline. Damian Mays picks it up at about the 17. I think
pretty good coverage there by
made
the Rams.
tackle.
Yeah, they got behind us there because of the kick didn't have any air under it.
Jim, that was the old-time shoestring tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a kind of a half-butted onside kick almost. You know, they weren't really
we put it
going
in a
for
good
great
spot,
distance.
away from the receivers.
All right.
Damian Mays brings the ball back out to the 24-yard line. Liberty Center,
Yep.
1st and 10. We have 8 minutes to go,
Now we're
Jim.
talking execution here, Tom. They just got to do what they've been taught, and even though they might be getting tired, it's time to reach down and get
There's
it
a
done.
handoff to Damian Mays. He cuts to the outside, cuts back up over the 25 to about the 26 or 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of possibly about 2 yards. We'll leave them with 2nd and 8 from their own 26-yard line.
Yeah.
7:30.
Now, I was going to say the Rams are going to think the Tigers are going to run it because that uses more time. But one of these times you got to drop back and pull the trigger on one.
Mays in motion. Handoff to McClory right up the middle. He gets his feet knocked out from under him.
Good yardage there.
But he falls up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 yards, Jim.
Yep.
Bring up 3rd and about 4.
Long 4.
Bring up about 3rd and 4 from the Tiger 31-yard line. Big 3rd down, Jim.
Oh, boy. Yep,
They
come
would hate
on,
to really
Tigers.
go 3 and out and give the ball back to Tinora.
Yeah,
on a
they've got
punt.
that Tinora bunch on offense, got a little momentum, so we need to convert this.
Brown under center. Quick pitch to Perchlik. Perchlik runs right, cuts back in. He is stopped up to about the 33-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Wow.
Tigers are going to be forced to punt the ball from their own 33-yard line. That was a gain of about 2 yards, Jim.
Yeah.
I thought he had some blocking out in front of him. He might have got some yardage, but they stopped her up pretty good.
They did. It seemed like the blocking was a little to the outside, and whether he cut it up or just what, but all of a sudden there's these green shirts, and they put the old crunch to him.
Jacob Howard will do the punting for Liberty Center. He'll stand back at about his 20-yard line.
Gotta have a good one here. Good snap.
Good snap. Gets his
Good
foot nice
kick. There's
punt
a
way
kick.
back. Schrader grabs the ball.
Yeah,
His knee went
Damian
down.
Mays, number
Damian
7
Mays.
in there, and who else to polish him off? So 24, Dan Irving there. So now the boy's going to walk across the line of scrimmage and get ready to play some defense. And with just under 6 minutes, defense is very important
Lucas Williser fielded that punt.
for the Rams. There,
War number 57. So Rams have a 1st down
How long?
at the Rams at their own 38-yard line.
Yep.
5:51 to go.
That was a 36-yard punt.
36-yard punt.
Tom, with nice hang time there, allowed the coverage to get down there. Well, you know the Rams are going to want to fill the air with passes.
Schrader over the ball. Fake handoff, drop back to pass. He lobs it out.
Oh, he's
Comes
wide
through.
open over there. Look out.
Herndon grabs the pass out of the sidelines, runs it all the way down to about the 30-yard line. 32-yard gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know about the coverage over there, but it was a green shirt with a lot of open space, and freshman quarterback put her on the money, Tom, and they're moving the sticks, and big chunky yardage right there.
Herndon came out of the backfield, floated out of the backfield down the right sideline, and he laid the ball right on the money. He was in full stride when he caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Tinora from the Liberty Center 30-yard line. 5:30 left in the game. Clock moving. Liberty still leads 14-7. Dravis handoff straight up the middle to Herndon, who just caught the pass.
Just a couple is all.
He bulls his way up to about down to the 27-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Tinora from the Liberty Center 27. Jim, I guess Tigers are going to have to come up with a big defensive stop here.
Yeah, and they've been up to the task earlier. And at this point in the game, I'm sure everybody's getting a little bit tired. I mean, that's just this summer heat takes it out of everybody. But you're exactly right on it, Tom. The Tigers need a stop.
Dravis over center. Herndon and 4 in the backfield. A handoff to Herndon again. He plows his way up over. Stopped by
Well, 51.
Looked like Birchlick and Neff.
Yeah, 51 got a piece of him, but he was already banged as he went through the line of scrimmage. But man, that's pretty close to the first down marker. This would be a good one to stiffen on.
They're going to give him about 4 or 5 yards on that one. It's going to make it 3rd and, I would say 3rd and 3 from the Tiger 23, 22-yard line. Beneke on the wing left. Davis, fake handle, back to pass.
Good pressure, good pressure.
Throws, incomplete, out of bounds.
41 under pressure over here.
Jacob Birchlick has had the pressure on.
Yeah.
Didn't give him time to set up and throw that ball.
That's the only way to keep this quarterback from throwing a pretty good ball, is to just hound him if you can. Make him think that you're bad breathing him there.
Well, Jim, it's 4th and 2 from the Tiger 22-yard line. Twice tonight, the Rams, I think, have stopped Liberty on 4th down. Now it's Liberty's turn to try to do it.
Yeah, okay. Tiger fans and Tiger defense is going to say, all right, we got to get him here. Timeout called by the Rams.
Timeout by Tinora. Talk it over a little bit. We're going to come back, and with 3:56 left in the game, Liberty still leads 14-7. Jim, here we go. 4th and 2 for Tinora at the Tiger 22-yard line. 3:56 left in the game. Travis back to pass on 4th and 2 to throw.
Right.
Played.
Tigers hold. Tigers hold. There's no way that pass would be completed there. There was way too many Tigers defending.
Damian Mays, I think, tipped the pass, knocked it down, incomplete. There's your big stop, Jim.
Oh, that was a big stop. And, you know, they had been successful in these last 2 drives, either running the ball or passing the ball, and they only needed a couple yards. They're probably going to be thinking, we should have ran it. We should have ran it.
Yeah.
But good defense by the Tigers. When they needed to get stiff, they got her done.
Tigers take over at their own 22-yard line. Now, Jim, Rams have used a timeout, so the key here is 2-3 first downs. This game could be over.
Yeah, exactly. Tigers got to move the sticks.
Brownie turned around to hand off to someone, and nobody was there. He headed to the sideline, stayed in bounds wisely.
Yep, clock still running.
Still running. Clock is still running. They're going to give him about 2 or 3 yards. That'll be 2nd and 7. Clock still running. 3:30 and moving right now. Tigers are going to take their good old time running these plays.
Yep. Boy, you got to love that Tiger defense. I mean, this passing attack here by Tinora looked like, man, they're going to be able to get the yards and put points on the board. And Tigers have found a way to snuff that out outside of that one drive.
McClory and Birchlick in the backfield behind Brown. Brown takes a snap, fakes a handoff, back to pass, throws, complete.
Wow.
To Birchlick, Jacob Birchlick.
Yep.
Struggles and fights his way. Penalty flag.
Yeah, it looked like
up over the 30-yard line.
Perhaps a flag thrown there because of what appeared maybe a late hit by the team in green, but they're going to sort it out. But anyway, how about Patrick Brown hanging on that ball as long as he could and then throwing a strike, Tom?
Personal foul, Tinora. Jim, that was, he did. There was somebody coming in quick. He got away from the rush, got the pass to Birchlick, who gained 7 yards.
Yep.
But now they're going to tack on another 15 for a personal foul
and that's
and a first down.
That's frustration. You know, it's just a sad thing there. They were so close to really getting things going here, and it's just emotion coming in there, and that hurt because that gives the Tigers fresh.
Liberty now has the ball,
down.
1st and 10 at their own 46. At their own 46-yard line, with 2:46 to go. Flags all over the place.
Yeah, this is going to be against the Tigers. There was some motion there. They weren't set when the ball was snapped. So they're going to be 5 yards back the other way.
There we go, 5 yards against Liberty Center. We'll bring up 1st and 15. Illegal motion. 1st and 15 from their 41-yard line.
Yeah, you know, the Tigers haven't used any of their timeouts this second half, and so if they get a little bit rattled here, it might be a good time to use one. I mean, they're in control. They got plenty of downs. They want to keep that clock moving. but you got to be set. You got to execute, Tom.
Jim, the big thing, they did lose 5 yards, but here again, they got first down over, and the clock started.
Yeah.
So it's 2:23 and moving right now. Handoff straight up the middle to McClory. He's met right away. He is gang tackled. They are going for the ball, but I don't think he got any gain. There was no gain on that play. It will be 3rd and 15.
Timeout
Tinora
by
calls
Tinora.
I do believe, their second timeout.
Yeah.
So we'll be back here with 2:11 left in the 4th period. Tigers still hang on to a 14-7 lead. See, they only got one more timeout. They can do a lot of... Jim, here we go. We have Liberty Center faces a 2nd and 15 yards. Yeah, on their own 41-yard line with 2:11 left.
Yeah.
Brown, a handoff to Perchlik, I do believe. He hangs onto the ball and drives his way down to up to the 43-yard line. Tinora calls, I do believe, their 3rd and final timeout.
Yep, that's got to finish them. And, you know, a timeout, it stops the clock, but it also gives the Tigers time to reset, catch your breath, and then decide how they want to execute. But the clock will start again, and they should run some time off here. But Tigers are, you know, looking at 13 yards up there to move the sticks, and that's a fair piece right now.
Perchlik battled his way ahead for about 2 yards, but still leaves, like you say, Liberty Center still 13 yards short. So
what's your strategy here, Tom? Would you opt for a running play to make that clock run and run and run, or would you call a pass play figuring to get to that first down marker? I mean, that's kind of a tough.
It sure is. That's a lot of yardage to pick up, but maybe a little. They had a couple passes to Perchlik down out of the backfield, down on the sideline. He might be able to pick up a lot of yardage out there. You never know. But the main thing is they have to at least keep the clock running. Because Tinora cannot stop the clock anymore, only on the change of possessions. Yeah. Which will mean that this play here could run down 40 more seconds or more before Tinora can even field the punt. Okay, here we go, Jim. It's be 3rd and 13 from Liberty Center's 43-yard line. 2:05 remaining in the game. Liberty hanging on to a 14-7 lead. Brown is fake. Back to pass.
They're gonna pass it.
Looking, throws deep down the middle. Just over the outstretched hands of Danny Irving.
Yeah, with 1 minute and 58 ticks on the clock.
Jim, he laid it out there. It was almost a perfect flag on the play.
Well,
they're pointing towards Tinora way, but I'm not sure what's going on.
Wow.
We got penalty.
Against the Tigers.
Yeah. Legal man downfield.
Yep. They had probably a guard or a tackle slip down there and shouldn't have been.
Tenora's going to decline that one.
Yeah.
They're going to decline that one. Clock stop, 1:58 to go in the game. Liberty Center will punt. Jacob Howard will probably be lining up back about his own 30-yard line, and Beneke and McKinney are standing back at their own about 25-yard line to field this punt. What do we say there, Jim? Brian Bush is a center. Nice snap from Brian.
Yep.
Good kick, long, high. Beneke gets it at the 25-yard line. Immediately
33 on the
Brian
tackle
Bush,
there.
the guy who snapped the ball, got downfield and made a beautiful tackle.
Man, that was a man on a mission, that play. Not only did he deliver a nice long snap, but he got down there and made the play.
Beneke did bring the ball back about 3-4 yards up.
Okay,
about the 28-yard line.
With no timeouts now, Tinora Rams take the field there, and I'm telling you, we're going to see some passes. So we'll hope this Tiger defense can get her done here for
1:49 to go in the game.
Yep.
Davis over center, looks over the Liberty Center defense. Guy in motion, goes back, throws, caught by McKinney. It's a double pass, long bomb downfield, caught by Beneke around the 50-yard line. Wow. That was a double throw. One to McKinney, who is a backup quarterback, bombed it downfield to Beneke, who caught it at the 46-yard line. 26-yard gain on the play, first down. Rams in Liberty Center territory.
Well, there's a little trickery there, if
Yeah.
you will. It looked like, well, that's a pretty short pass. What are they doing there? But big, tall, strong backup quarterback then drills it clear across field, and Ram made a reception on that.
Gravis over center. Liberty blitzing straight back. He looks. Pressure on.
Yeah.
Pressure on. They got it.
All right.
That could be intentional grounding.
Number 8, no, I don't think so, because he was kind of in the grasp.
no, there is the flag.
All right, but there could have been a holding play. They had a hold of his jersey. They were trying to hold him as the
Jim, did you catch who
quarterback
had the pressure on him?
No. Is that the call, Mark?
They're going to call intentional grounding.
Wow.
That is going to be.
That's a loss of down,
Loss of down.
and yards back the other way.
Jim, let's remember the original line of scrimmage was about the 47-yard line.
Wow.
The flag is thrown at the 44. They're going to mark it off from there.
Look at that penalty. Man.
Jim,
5, 10,
There you
15.
go.
That's an 18-yard loss
20.
plus a loss of down. Wow.
Jim, that'll bring up about 2nd and 20. Yeah, I'd say about 25 yards.
Who was the pressure man there, Mark? Did you get that? But great play, and they tried to hold him as he was making pressure.
Gravis back to pass, short screen to Schrader. Schrader is drove to
Number
the ground.
3, Derek
Hefflinger planted him at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
A gain of about 9. Jim, it's under 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
Tinora cannot stop the clock.
Yeah.
Clock is still running. 51-50. 3rd and 11 for Tinora from the Tiger 48-yard line. Gravis drops straight back. Pressure, throw. Way overthrown to McKinney down around the 25. That will stop the clock with 36.3 seconds left, and will leave Tinora with 4th and 11.
Yeah, or make it 4th and 12.
4th and 12. We'll call it. There you go.
Yeah, but good defense by the Tigers, and that previous play there where Derek Hefflinger made a great hit. He really wrapped him up, and then, as you say, planted him. In other words, drove him into the ground where you're not going to advance it from this point.
Jim,
so the Tigers need to hold for one more play here.
One thing the defense has to remember is if they tackle him short of the first down, game's over.
Yeah.
The only way they can stop the clock anymore is get a first down.
Yep. So here's a big play for the Tiger defense.
It brings up 4th and 11, 36.3 seconds left in the game. Gravis drops straight back, looks.
Pressure.
Throws. Incomplete, up around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was off the ground there, and that's going to do it.
That'll do it for the Tinora Rams.
Wow.
Tigers will with a
take over possession.
Possession with 30.7 seconds left. Jim, I did not get who had the pressure on him up front.
I don't know.
He was getting severe,
Number 20?
Jacob Howard, he says, our cameraman says,
Okay.
had direct pressure right up through the middle, made him throw that maybe a little too quick.
Yeah, in our defensive scheme of things, various times it's been different guys, getting pressure. But, boy, I'm telling you, that pressure is what causes that quarterback to make an errant throw on occasion.
Jim, you'll probably just see about a knee right here. Patrick Brown's over center. Takes a knee right there. That should pretty well do it. The Tigers will go away with a hard 14-7 win, and they continue their dominance over Tinora over the last 16 years.
Yeah, I tell you, a hard-fought contest, and each team had their moments. Tigers capitalized on a turnover early on there in the first quarter, made that 8-point stand up for the better part of 3 quarters, and then was able to score on a good drive of their own. And then here come the Rams back. Time of possession, first half, statistic-wise, you about had to let give the Rams a nod. But the Tigers came out, and their defense just got tougher than nails, made good plays when they needed to, and goes in the win column, and a nice, clean, hard-fought game.
Yes, it was. They had the one pass play. Tinora had the one pass play for 40-some yards. Quarterback hooked up with the tight end down there. That was the only little niche in the Liberty Center tonight. So, well, like we said, a good, hard-fought game. Tigers will go away with their 14th win in 16 years against Tinora, which has to be kind of
Yeah,
you kind of almost feel jinxed a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, someday it'll probably turn around.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
the worm always turns at some point, but no hurry to get that started anytime soon.
Well-
But great rivalry here between the two leagues,
Exactly.
and it starts off. You know, this 2007 edition of Tigers had a blemished record when they took the field, and it's still unblemished. And so they got her rolling. They got her rolling, and that's what needs to be. You got to put her in the win column and get ready for next week.
Jim, let's wrap it up here. Thanks to you and our man on the camera there, the captain, Mark Bly. And for all you fans, Spike will be back next week. So you'll get back into the regular routine, and we'll get her rolling again. So next week, I think Liberty Center will be at home against the Montpelier Locomotives. We're not quite sure how they did tonight, but that'll be the first league matchup of the year. So